Tonight on STN Channel 2 News, we take a look at the new renovations coming to the university.
Also, we get a sneak peek at this year's Hocktober weekend.
And the school is having its first TEDx talk. Stay tuned for the details. Thank you for tuning into STN Channel 2 News. I'm Joseph Shanklapore.
And I'm Krista Gray.
Earlier this morning, a parking lot altercation at Northern Arizona University turned violent, leaving 3 students wounded and 1 killed. At 1:20 a.m., freshman Stephen Jones opened fire, killing Colin Breaux and wounding Nicholas Prado, Kyle Zintek, and Nicholas Peering, who are currently being treated at Flagstaff Medical Center. Victims were said to be shot multiple times. Jones was apprehended and is said to be cooperating with investigators. Also this morning at 11:30, Texas Southern University was put on lockdown after a death and wounding in a nearby apartment complex. According to the Houston Police Department, TSU officials have told students and faculty to remain inside their classrooms until further notice. All other classes are canceled for the day. This is the 3rd shooting to happen near the campus in recent weeks. And later this school year, students may begin seeing certain changes to certain buildings on campus. STN talked to facilities to find out what these renovations include and when they should begin. Back in 2012, the university began planning a project that would bring many upgrades to the Morrison Library. That plan was put into action earlier this year with the construction of a brand new Starbucks replacing the Dorothy Goodwin Cafe. Upcoming upgrades to the library include what facilities is referring to as Phase 1.
Phase 1 is going to entail, in addition to the back of the building, it will go towards the river. It's going to be a full glass wall in the back. It's going to create a 2-story kind of atrium space back there.
In addition to the new atrium, Phase 1 will also include upgrades to the bathrooms, carpeting, and lighting, as well as the removal of empty bookcases to create more open space for students and an all-around better quality library.
Better quality library space means it is more advantageous to study. It's going to be more advantageous to group study, I think. I think bringing in more light from the outside is going to make a huge difference. I think sitting around reading is going to feel better when we're done.
Despite the construction, facilities does not expect the renovations to create many disruptions for students using the library.
I see a wall, the wall will go up, you'll lose the view of the river while the construction's going on, so it'll literally be a protective wall that is where the back wall is now to the library. And behind that is where all the construction is going to be going on. And it'll be insulated. It'll have to be because of weather, but for sound as well. And I don't think that part of it will be much of a disruption at all.
In addition to the library, Jenger Student Union is also planning some renovations. Tune in next week to find out more about those changes.
The university announced its Anchor Award honorees on October 5th. An Anchor Award is the most prestigious awards presented by the University of Hartford's Alumni Association. The awards were created to honor alumni who have achieved the highest level of professional and community accomplishment. This year's honorees include Kevin Grant, Mark Greenberg, Louise Earl Loomis, and Claire M. Pryor. The recipients will be honored at a dinner on Friday, October 16th as a part of Hocktober weekend. On this upcoming Sunday, the university is going to kick off their Hocktober week with the Nearly Naked Mile. STN went to find out what else the university has planned for students this week. Hocktober is a full week so that students can get more involved in the university and participate in events. There are many events that are planned throughout the week, including a movie night on the village lawn, a bonfire, a carnival, and Midnight Mania, which is a pep rally in the sports center featuring games and music.
They should try to go to events because it's definitely an opportunity for students to meet other students on campus and to show your Hawk pride. Students should invite their parents because it's a time for students as well as the university to showcase the university and show what we're all about and show different things that we do on campus.
The 2015 Hocktober Committee was chosen to come together to decide the events for Hocktober Week. Advisors nominated student leaders to be a part of this committee. They started planning this week at the end of last semester.
We're almost trying to have something to look forward to in the fall as well as the spring, like we have Spring Fling.
Next year they are looking to hopefully expand Hocktober even further and possibly have a concert like they do in Spring Fling.
The whole purpose of the whole Hawktober weekend is basically just to get students to come out and show a sense of community.
Hawktober week lasts from Sunday, October 11th to Saturday, October 17th. For more information, visit our website at stn2.tv.
Also during October weekend, the university will be hosting its first TEDx conference. The lecture series will include 7 faculty and 4 student speakers and an additional speaker selected by the TEDx Student Club. The event will be held on October 17th at 1:30 p.m. in Wild Auditorium. Tickets can be requested by emailing tedxuniversityofhartford@gmail.com. Tickets are free and will be available on a first-come, first-served basis. Okay, so Chris, I was walking to the studio today before our show, and it started like lightly drizzling, and then later I went and checked out, and it was completely fine. So, Scott, what's going on with the weather?
Yeah, this is just one of those days that we had a great week and just decides to give out at us at the end of the week. But this past week, like I said, was a little more comfortable with temperatures staying fairly warm throughout the day and then cooling off at night, your typical October weather. Your full forecast, which includes this weekend's live soccer games right here on STN, is coming up right after the break.
Teams up with a new tool to help students.
Also, the Roosevelt Institute is coming back to the campus after a long hiatus.
And STN takes a look at the Career in Art presentation that took place earlier this week. STN Channel 2 News will be right back.
There's one thing you can never have sex without.
It's not something you buy.
Or something you take.
In fact, there's only one way to get it.
It has to be given to you, freely.
It's consent.
Because sex without it isn't sex.
It's rape. Consent.
If you don't get it, you don't get it. It's on us to stop sexual assault.
Learn how and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
Oh, look, a redhead. Staring contest. You still got it. I know.
Come alive with the forest.
The dad was cute.
You were looking right at us.
Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
And now, your STN2 weather forecast.
Good evening. Welcome to the Weather Desk. I'm Scott Roberts. Looking ahead to this weekend, the outlook is fairly dry with only a small chance for rain in the forecast. More on that in just a second. But now, let's take a look at what it was like outside today. Well, as we mentioned before, a little bit of light rain off and on throughout the day, tapering on and off depending on when you were out and about here on campus. But the wind was certainly a factor today with heavy winds blowing and the temperature bumping up a little bit into the mid-60s. So pretty comfortable day if you ask me. So taking a look at precipitation forecast for the next couple of days. Like I said, only a small chance for us here in Connecticut. It's going to be more likely towards the end of the day today. So after the newscast, if you're heading out, you'll definitely might want to take a jacket or an umbrella with you. Taking a look at Saturday's highs, though, we're going to have some great weather for Saturday. 63 here at the University of Hartford, and really throughout the Northeast, it's pretty comfortable. 51 at the University of Maine, 52 at the University of Vermont. Sunday looks even better for our afternoon matinee game at Al-Marzouk Field. 67 at the University of Hartford, 66 up in Boston, 65 in Durham. Beautiful weather throughout the Northeast, so can't really complain about that. It'll be good to keep the shorts out for maybe one more day, one more weekend. Here's the 7-day forecast for you. Again, Friday we're looking at definitely some chance for rain, so keep an umbrella handy. Saturday and Sunday, though, beautiful. And then we take a look at Monday. Monday is the best out of this day, out of this 7-day forecast that I can look at right now. So 74. Hopefully that sticks around, and we'll have a great start to the work week and the school week too. Tuesday is our next chance for rain, but unfortunately, we don't know if it's going to rain just yet. But maybe it'll stay dry for us. Who knows? We'll see if we can fix that forecast for you and let you know when the week starts again.
Thank you, Scott.
Thank you.
Thank you. Counselors and advisors from all across campus traveled to Wada Auditorium last Tuesday and Wednesday to learn about a revolutionary new approach to student support. STN reporter Caleb Alexander has more.
Last summer, the university joined the Student Success Collaborative of the Education Advisory Board, a tool that makes more information than ever before available to support staff. The comprehensive online tool uses long-term data to provide a valuable set of information to advisors. Senior Associate Provost Chuck Colarulli describes the scenario where the Student Success Collaborative could be put to use.
If a student got a C+ in Biology 122 and a B- in Chemistry 110, now those are two courses that lots of students in biology take, but a lot of pre-med students take it and a lot of pre-PT students take it. And it, based on 10 years of data of success and failure with those courses, can say with a B- and a C+, success is this likely.
The Student Success Collaborative will not only help to predict success, but also help find solutions in case of failure.
If that's a reality, then you want to work with the student and say, okay, that might just been the way it was that you happen to get those grades and you can do better next time kind of thing. Or it's something you really need to seriously consider as an alternative career. And right there you can click to biology majors and it lists 14 careers biology majors have. And you can click that, it describes them, it tells you what job likelihoods are out there and whether you're interested in that field. So it's a one-stop shop for the advisor.
The Student Success Collaborative is currently being adapted for the university. Implementation is being planned in 2 stages over the next 9 months. Caleb Alexander, STN Channel 2 News.
Students and faculty can expect to see positive effects of SSC very soon. For more information, you can visit our website at stn2.tv.
The Roosevelt Institute, a student-led think tank, is making its way back to campus. The think tank allows for students interested in politics the opportunity to engage in the subject matter by writing policies in an attempt to solve community problems. The university supported a chapter of the Roosevelt Institute several years ago, which was founded on campus by Tiana Notice, who passed away in 2009. Notice's cousin, Chrisang Thompson, is leading the effort to restart the Roosevelt Institute on campus. Students interested can contact Chrisang atchthompson@hartford.edu.
This past week, the university had some guest speakers present in the art school about careers in art history. Alexa McCarthy, the founder and owner of Art Capsule, a company that promotes the preservation of art, and Erica Gordon, a current student enrolled in the art school, spoke to students about their experiences in their lives. Both have studied abroad and held many internships in their field. Both women believe that their experiences were self-rewarding and encourage anyone who is interested in pursuing a career in art to do the same.
Your college education teaches you is how to be an independent thinker and how to be a leader in your own sphere. I think when you graduate, it becomes even more important to recognize that within yourself, but also be a team player.
Just applying yourself and having the passion for what you have and what you want to do is highly important in the application process and in the process of getting an internship. So really applying yourself for the position that you want is, I think, the most important part, and then reapplying yourself if you don't get it.
Both Alexa and Erica are happy in their pursuit of a career in arts.
And if you have ever been interested in the world of television, STN is a great way to check it out. Whether you're interested in producing, advertising, engineering, reporting, photography, directing, graphic design, or sports, we have it all. Stop by our office in Jengers Room 120G and try it out. And after the break, we take a look at the new club coming to campus for cinema majors.
Also, STN gets a scoop on the International Students Program here on campus.
And a UConn student was arrested after a drunken fiasco. We have the details. Stay tuned to 2.
And Shelter Pets make Super Pets. Your new best friend will steal your heart, bring you happiness, and enrich your life for years to come. You can make a difference in the life of an animal. Adopt and bring home a shelter pet today. To find out more, visit theshelterpetproject.org.
Every day across America, excess food is gathered by a network of good people at local food banks, giving hope to millions of children who struggle with hunger. They've earned their wings, and you can too. Together, we can solve child hunger. Support Feeding America and your local food bank at feedingamerica.org.
So, I just moved in with this family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that! That's disgusting! Oh, poop already! You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
You're watching STN Channel 2 News.
The Hart School will be kicking off its 7th season of the Richard P. Garmany Chamber Music Series with 5-time Grammy Award-winning soprano Dawn Upshaw on Thursday, October 15th at 7:30 p.m. in Millard Auditorium. A limited number of tickets are still available. Tickets are $35 each for adults and free for University of Hartford students, faculty, and staff. To order tickets or for more information, visit the University of Hartford's box office in Lincoln Theater or go to www.hartford.edu/tickets.
If any students are interested in film production, then you're in luck. A new club known as the Joint Film Production Committee has just started up on campus where students have the opportunity to be part of the filmmaking process. The club has been established 3 years after the Real Film Club, but film enthusiasts now have the opportunity to become more involved in creating films. Students will have the ability to work a camera, direct, produce, and even perform on screen to make a series of short films throughout the year.
We hope to produce at least 5 or so short films this year and stuff like that, and then once we have more of a budget to go bigger and broader and stuff like that, make longer movies, not full 2-hour features unless it's a really good idea and stuff like that. And then once these films are completed, to screen them, and then the club will act as like kind of a facilitator and stuff like that to give them to other film festivals and film screenings around the country. So if there's something really good, we want the club to be able, to recommend things to you and say you should submit it to this film festival, that film festival, and stuff like that, to give people a bit of a jump start in the film industry.
The Joint Film Production Committee meets every Thursday at 12:30 in Hawk Hall, room 106.
Due to the success of the Red Key Society, there's been an increase in international students enrolled at the university, from 200 to now 600 students for the new school year. STN reporter Kalia Powell has more.
The Bates House not only works with all undergraduate students in the United States, but with international students as well, who wish to attend or attend the University of Hartford.
Well, I mean, it all starts with their academic record. I mean, if they don't have that, then we're kind of stuck. So we're looking for students just as we would be with domestic students that have the right background for the degree that they want to study.
International students coming into the University of Hartford who lack in the English language are guaranteed help.
The university has an office called the English Language Institute, and that is set up for non-native speakers of English. So when we review applicants, English really isn't a consideration. I mean, we think about it, but if a student can be admitted on the basis of their academic record, then we admit them.
The University of Hartford has continued to use the Red Key Society service to help international students gain better perspective on the campus and to adjust to their potential new living and learning environment.
There are tour guides, but they do a lot more than that. They help at all of our on-campus events. When we have activities that require student panels or speaking or that sort of thing, they help, tell their story about what it's like here. They do a lot of work on the phone, calling overseas, emailing, posting to whatever social media platform is important in their country.
The Red Key Society has helped bring more international students from over 65 countries, including China, India, South Korea, and the Middle East. Via Powell, SCN Channel 2 News.
Any international students interested in becoming a part of the Red Key Society are welcome to visit the Bates House on Tuesday, October 29th from 12:30 to 1:30 p.m.
Hart School Dance Division staff member Miki O'Hara will be performing at New York Hall's Carnegie Hall with the famous clarinetist Richard Staltzman in the show, The Staltzman on Clarinet and Marimba, Duo for Love. The performance at Carnegie Hall will be taking place on Thursday, November 5th at 8 p.m. Tickets can be bought on the Carnegie Hall's website for $50 each. There will be student discounts available at the box office.
This past Sunday, University of Connecticut student Luke Gotti was arrested by the Yukon Police Department after causing a drunken disturbance at the Union Street Market. Gotti was found with an open bottle of beer by staff members who requested him to leave. The video posted to YouTube shows Gotti demanding bacon, jalapeno, macaroni, and cheese before getting physically violent with the market staff. Gotti will face charges of second-degree breach of peace and first-degree criminal trespass and is due in court on October 13th.
Good evening, Hartford. It's that time for sports. After the break, don't go anywhere because we have to discuss the women's soccer team and the men's golf team as they both found themselves in action this week. Meet me back here after the commercial break.
In the small town of Elmira, New York, a boy was born into an all-American family. The odds of him achieving his dream in the fashion industry? 1 in 23 million. The odds of having a child diagnosed with autism? 1 in 88. I am Tommy Hilfiger, and my family is affected by autism. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs.
So, I got this new family, and I don't know what it is about this one, but she can't seem to put down that toy. Oh, and she even talks to it. Who's she talking to? Her mom? She talks to her mom a lot.
Runner on first base. Now the big guy comes up to bat, hitting .342 with 92 RBIs and 36 homers.
Chill raw and prepared foods promptly. 1 in 6 Americans will get sick from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
And now, your Channel 2 Sports.
Welcome back to the one and only Sports Desk. I'm Benny Nieves-Romani. We're going to kick off, pun intended, tonight's sports with some Lady Hawk soccer as they were hosted by UMBC in Maryland. Could Hartford pull off the road win? Let's take it to the board. Tied 1-1 after double overtime. 120 minutes of play could not separate these two teams. The Hawks were the first to strike late in the first half, where Aliyah Ingram, unassisted, makes the most of a defensive mistake, getting a breakaway and finishing top left. Second half, during the 60th minute, the Golden Retrievers turned their game on, where they capitalized off a corner kick sent in by Amanda Daly, who connected with Jenna Danis, heading it away past the keeper. The women's team will try to put their undefeated conference streak alive this weekend against Vermont at home. More of women's soccer. Head coach John Natali earned his 100th career win as the Hawks defeated Binghamton 1-0 last weekend. Freshman Ashley Claude put an end to the scoreless drought in the 80th minute when she tucked away a rebound to give the coach a milestone victory. Having won their last 2 matches, the Lady Hawks still remain undefeated in conference action with a record of 2-0-1. This week, the men's golf team traveled down to North Carolina to compete in the NC State Wolfpack Invitational. They made some recent progress in the last tournament, finishing 4th out of 15th. Could they keep up to their good play? Let's take it to the board. Fall of the Hawks Wolfpack Intercollegiate as they finish 16th out of 16th. 2-round play at the Loney Pool Gold Course, and Rayleigh senior Evan Russell had to put the team on his back. As Hartford's front runner, he placed 65th with a total score of 153 and 11 over par. In the first round, he shaved 3 strokes with a score of 7 under par and finished 78th over.
Classmate Will Bretz also showed improvement during the second go-around of the course as he turned in an 8 over 79 before carding over a 6 over 77 to finish tied for 74th place. The men will try to turn their play around to the Connecticut Cup taking place October 12th and 13th. From the links to the basketball courts, head coach Jennifer Rosati is set to rejoin the USA Women's National Team staff for European Tour. She will be serving as the court coach under USA National Team and UConn head coach Gino Aririma. The national team will begin making its preparations for the 2016 Olympic Games hosted in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Coach Rosati and the women's team will participate in a training camp in Spain to complete 4 exhibition games. The games will take place in Spain, Italy, and Czech Republic. Let's keep up on our athletes and see how the Hawks are doing after their collegiate careers. In tonight's segment, Where Are They Now? We're going to check up on players like Damian Lowe, Amber Bepko, Sean Newcomb, and more. Former Hawks superstar Damian Lowe is continuing his career on the West Coast. Back in 2014, Lowe was drafted to the MLS team Seattle Sounders. Since then, Lowe was plagued with a hip injury, sidelining him for the rest of the season. In present day, Lowe can be found on the S2 team, making 11 appearances at center back, recording 1 goal and 1 assist. His performance at Seattle has caught the attention of the U23 Jamaican national team, calling Lowe into camps for the Olympic qualifiers for next year's Summer Olympics. After a tragic ending after her senior career, star player Amber Bepko picked up a knee injury back in March of 2015 during the championship game of the America East tournament. Her injury put her plan of playing ball overseas on hold while she had an opportunity to execute her second goal. Bepko graduated with a degree in communications, which helped her land a job in the Northeast Conference in Somerset, New Jersey. She is now immediate contact for women's volleyball and soccer, in addition to men and women's cross-country team. You can already follow Bepko's professional writing in addition to her live talent segments on the northeastconference.org. On the West Coast, former star pitcher Sean Newcomb has been given the call-up to LA Los Angeles AA Arkansas team. After starting his minor league career back in May 2015, he has been moving through the ranks very quickly. During his first game, he only allowed 1 earned-on run on 5 hits in 5 innings. In late May, the left-handed prospect gets promoted to High A Inland Empire after earning 1.83 ERA across his first 7 starts. The 22-year-old hurled 7 hitless innings back in August. Despite not being called up to the big leagues yet, he's one of the top contenders in making it to the squad in spring. Big weekends for sports. Catch us live on the field for STN2 for both the men and women's soccer game. Saturday evening, the men will be hosting the Vermont Catamounts game. The time is at 7 o'clock p.m. The women's team will be hosting the female Catamounts on Sunday at 2 p.m. With a great weekend to be on campus, come out and show support. If you're too busy, don't worry. You can catch us on live here on Channel 2.
And we're all very excited to put on that sports production.
Yeah, it's going to be definitely a great game and great weather, too. I'm looking forward to being up in the booth with Mr. Benny over there. We're going to be doing the Sunday game, and then Alex Young and I will be working for Saturday. So be sure to tune in live on STN2 and on STN2.tv. We'll be broadcasting both of those games. We'll tune in 10 minutes early, too, because that's when we will be having the pregame show.
For sure. It's going to be a lot of fun. Stay tuned, guys.
We're all very excited to put that on. And thank you for tuning in to STN Channel 2 News. I'm Joseph Shanklapore.
And I'm Krista Gray.
We'll see you tomorrow.